Hola YouTube, it is me, HomeScience1998. It is 2 o'clock in the morning and I have no idea why I'm doing this video. I don't know, I just thought about making a new video and I don't know. It's just, I didn't have my computer fixed, and, like, my computer is really fucked up right now, so I can't really, like, edit videos, so everything you're seeing now is basically uncut. I mean, I don't really have anything with me. You read the title of the video, playoff breakdown of, like, the things that are going on in the playoffs, what I think, but before this starts, shout out to Sophia. And yeah, but let's go. So, kind of a crazy first round. You look at last year, and last year there were like tons of these 7 game series. Like, holy crap, every single game's going to 7 series. What is going on? This year, complete opposite. You look at the games this year, it's like perfectly set up so there's gonna be an ass load of sweeps. Like, it's crazy, man. This NBA is crazy like that. So, we'll start with like the 1 seeds. You got the Hawks and the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, in my opinion, the Brooklyn Nets do not deserve to be in the playoffs. Yeah, low battery. So, yeah, the Brooklyn Nets do not deserve to be in the playoffs, obviously, but they just stole a game from the Hawks today. So that's kind of crazy. So, they're saying, "Hey, we don't belong here, then we'll upset the Hawks in 1 game and show you why we do belong here." Brook Lopez has been playing incredible lately. Like, from the end of the season, regular season to now, he's been playing amazing basketball and actually looking like the old Brook Lopez. So, not good for Nets fans because obviously, if he's playing well, he's going to want a bigger contract. He's opting out of his contract, so we'll see where Brook Lopez lands. So, so the Hawks up 2-1 against the Brooklyn Nets. So, I really don't see the Nets stealing another game. I think the Hawks will win the next one, and then Game 5 is at home, so I see them advancing. So next we got the Cavaliers and the undeserving Celtics? No. Let me explain to you why they aren't the undeserving Celtics. Since the All-Star break, which at the All-Star break, who'd they get? They got, I think, Jay Crowder, or maybe that was like during the Rondo trade. I'm not sure, but I know they got obviously their best player on their team, Isaiah Thomas. They got him at the trade deadline, and ever since then, since the All-Star break, they have been 19-13. Now, that's not a bad record. Are they below 500? Yeah, obviously, but excuse me. Yeah. So the Celtics have been playing pretty good. Obviously they are down 3-0 and on the verge of being swept by the Cavaliers, but each of the games that have been competitive, like every game I've seen, they are right in until the very end. I think that if they could just get like, if they had like one more player, like I don't even know who, just someone that can score, like they need a better center. I don't know if Tyler Zeller is like the right answer for him. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think he's like the right fit for him, but they need like one more player from being a solid team, but they're competing with the Cavaliers. I don't know if if you credit that to the Celtics or the Cavs defense, because the Cavs defense is pretty bad. Like, you look at the Cavaliers, like, who is their best defender? Well, obviously it is LeBron James, but like, who is their second best defender? You've got J.R. Smith, who is a defensive liability, streaky shooter. Kyrie, who has never been known for his defense. Timothy Mozgov, who is supposed to be a shot blocker, and they got him as a rim protector. And then there's Kevin Love, who, just like J.R. Smith and Kyrie, have never been known for their defense. Their only defensive presence was Anderson Varejao, so there you go. That's basically the Cavs defense summary. So, I don't know. We'll see how the series plays off. I personally think that the Cavaliers will finish the sweep, but on to the next series. The 3 seed Chicago Bulls against the Milwaukee Bucks as the 6 seed. I like the Bucks. I'm sorry, but I like the Bucks. I think they're pretty good, and they stole a game today on a Jared Bayless buzzer beater. That was really exciting. I mean, the double overtime game I didn't get to see because I had school in the morning, but I mean, that's kind of crazy that you know that the Bucks can steal a game against the almighty Chicago Bulls. And Derrick Rose, everyone's saying, "Oh, D Rose is back. D Rose is back." Yeah, D Rose was back tonight. 8 turnovers. So I mean, just goes to show. I think the Bucks will win the next game. Probably not. But hey, that's good for those young guys to get some kind of experience. So then the 4 seed and the 5 seed, we have the Wizards and the Toronto Raptors, which I thought would be a pretty easy task for the Raptors, considering since the All-Star break, the Wizards have been playing pretty poor basketball, and they start the first 2 games at home, maybe win both those games, get some momentum, going to Washington and maybe steal a game there, and then they win in 5. But it's been the complete opposite, actually. The Wizards took both games at the Air Canada Center? I don't even know, but yes, took both of those games, and then they went home and won, and they're looking to finish the sweep. The 5 seed Wizards are looking to finish the sweep. Why are the Wizards winning? Well, I think Paul Pierce has just been rejuvenated. I don't even know. It seems like he's gotten a burst of youth in him or something, because he loves to kill the Raptors. Last year in the playoffs, when he played for the Nets, he killed them, and he's doing it again this year for the Wizards. So that is the Eastern Conference. And who do I think is coming out of the Eastern Conference? Probably the Cavaliers. I mean, there really is no one that can stop them, but they really got to play better defense. I don't think the Bulls can do it because Derrick Rose, you don't really know about him. He's off and on. If he plays like he has the whole entire series against the Bucks, and yeah, I think they could probably win the series. But another thing is you gotta look at another aspect, more health. Nikola Mirotic, he was hurt for 3rd game, I think it was, and he's a huge part of the Chicago Bulls offense. So I don't know, we'll see. So now we go to the Western Conference. I'll kind of make this quick. I mean, there really isn't that much to be said other than the Clippers and the Spurs. But going 1-8, we have the Warriors, who just completed the sweep against the Pelicans. That was an entertaining series, I gotta say. Stephen Curry, oh my god. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. It's not even, it's ridiculous how talented and crazy they are as shooters. I mean, they're just phenomenal, and I would agree they are the best backcourt, shooting-wise, of all time. Are they better than Earl Monroe and Walt Frazier? Only time will tell, but I really think that they can definitely make a case for that, and they crushed the Pelicans in 4 games. The 3rd game, though, Curry just hit that ridiculous shot. How do you make that shot with Anthony Davis literally fouling you, but they just didn't call it. And so, yeah, they beat the Pelicans. Good experience for the Pelicans, and it was fun to see Anthony Davis play. Put up, I think, 31 points and 10 rebounds as his average in the playoffs. That's freaking crazy, being there for the first time. So now we have the 2 seed. Who was the 2 seed? Oh, the Rockets and the 7 seed Mavericks. Yeah, I don't have any notes or anything. It's 1:52. I just said, fuck it, why not make a video? It's been a minute. Because I don't have anything to edit with, so yeah. So we got the Rockets versus the Mavericks, and I went into the series thinking, oh, this is going to be a sweep for the Rockets, and just like I predicted, 3-0, the Rockets are ahead of the Mavericks. I just had way too many doubts. I said, I feel like every team in the Western Conference can win the playoffs except the Pelicans because they're just way too young, and the Mavericks because they have absolutely no chemistry, and that really showed. Yeah, Monte Ellis, who basically is a bona fide all-star, should have been an all-star this year, and 37-year-old, I almost said 70, 37-year-old Dirk Nowitzki, who obviously is not in his prime anymore and can't play defense, clearly, after the dunk contest they had in Game 2 of the series. You have Chandler Parsons, who was their big free agent signing, who wasn't even playing in the series, and then they traded a bunch of other assets as I don't know what I was about to say there, but they traded a bunch of other assets that were contributors, such as Jameer Nelson, Brandon Roy, for Rajon Rondo. Everyone said, wow, Rajon Rondo, this is going to be huge. Yada, yada, yada. The Dallas Mavericks are going to win the West. Not even close. Complete opposite. getting Rondo was the worst thing that could have happened in the Mavericks, because ever since they've gotten Rondo, their offense has gone to shit. Because Rondo is a ball-oriented point guard that needs the ball in his hands at all times to create offense, and that's just not what the Mavericks do. They move the ball around, find open shots, and it doesn't work with Rondo. So I don't even hardly remember him playing in Game 3. In Game 3, hey, that was a high-scoring game, but Mavericks were right there. Monte Ellis took a shot that would have sent it to overtime, and he missed it. That basically seals the series. No team has ever come back from down 0-3. I think the record is something crazy like 0-110, and I'm sure that's only going to increase after all of these series. So we'll see, but hey, history can be made. So then we have the 3-seed Clippers versus the 6 seeds, the greatest 6 seed of all time, the defending NBA champions, the Spurs. Going into this, after I saw Game 1 of the series, I was just like, oh my god, this is it for the Spurs. I mean, I love the Spurs and all, but the Clippers, they're jacked, their fans are going crazy. There's absolutely no way that the Spurs will win this series. It probably will go to 6 or 7 games, but there's no way the Clippers can win it, or the Spurs will win it. And then you look at the last 2 games, the Spurs steal a game they're not even supposed to win. No Parker, no Ginobili, down by 2 points, 14 seconds to go, 7 seconds on the clock. Griffin, fancy dribbling the ball and all this shit, turns it over, Patty Mills steal, goes for the layup, gets fouled, makes 2 free throws, overtime, Spurs win. Wow. They just stole the game. Are you kidding me? Without 2 of their best players? So, Spurs, that's winning right there, really. 1-1 in the series. So, you go into Game 3 at home, the Spurs, and absolutely demolish the Clippers. So, going into Game 4, which is tomorrow, I would say that the Spurs have tons of momentum, and I think they can easily win this series. The Spurs also my pick to come out of the West and defeat the Cavaliers in, I think, 5 or 6 games. I don't remember what I picked. And then you have probably the least intriguing game of all of the Western Conference. That's the Blazers versus the Grizzlies. Going into the NBA season, I thought that not the Grizzlies, but the Blazers would be a really, really good team, and they were for the most part until they had their, let's just say, third best player, because let's face it, he really is. Their third best player, Wesley Matthews, tore his Achilles and was out for the rest of the year. Basically destroying any chances that the Blazers had of making a run to the Western Conference Finals or NBA Finals, anything, because he was leading Stephen Curry in most threes made before he got hurt. Like, he had made more threes than Steph Curry, and Steph Curry just broke the record, so Wesley Matthews may have broken the record. But unfortunately, he had that injury. He was having a great year. That's actually sad, because I really like the Blazers, and it's just sad to see what happened. So, they end up getting Aaron Aflalo, who is a pretty good player in his own right, and he gets injured too. So, you're just relying on CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, who's been awful the entire series. The Grizzlies just went up 3-0, and LaMarcus Aldridge, it doesn't even seem like he's real thrilled or excited about playing, because you kind of can feel it with him that he knows that this obviously isn't this year. Will he leave in free agency to go to the Knicks, Spurs, or maybe stay with the Blazers? I don't know. I think he's leaning more towards going somewhere else, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I would love to play for the Blazers. I mean, their crowd's crazy, but yeah, and the Grizzlies are just too strong, too big. But it's not even that. I don't know what's up with Damian Lillard, man. He is, like, supposed to be one of the top 5 best point guards, and he's been playing, like, ass this series. He's, like, shooting 26% from the field and, like, 8% from 3. Like, what the fuck? These are not Damian Lillard numbers. But, so, yeah, from the Western Conference, I think the Spurs will come out, and then we'll have the Spurs, Cavaliers, and Spurs will win and repeat for the first time in franchise history. So, it's 2 o'clock. I don't know why I made this video. I might not even upload it. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Your likes, your dislikes, comments, anything. If you guys comment, I will respond to just about all of them. I'm trying to get more active on my videos and stuff, but it's kind of hard because I don't really have a computer, so I'm just recording on my iPod. But I don't know if anyone is still watching at this point, but if you are, you guys are real MVPs. Thank you guys for watching. You all rock. I don't know. Thank you so much. Deuces.